Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm not actually sure what I have filmed, what I haven't filmed, so this is just going to be a mashup of all the things that I've done to the van since I got it. It's been a bit of a longer process than I expected because there were some unexpected repairs and things that I had to do, so yeah, a lot has happened, but hopefully we're on the home stretch now. So yeah, I'm going to show you all the bits that I've done, anything that I've bought for the van, and I will link it all down below so that if you want to buy any of it you can. I'm not affiliated, it's just where I got it from. So yeah, I'll link it all down below, and then if you want to get any of the same then you can. But yeah, hope you enjoy seeing what I've done to the van. The decals will be in a separate video because I didn't manage to get those done within the time frame, but that'll be another video for you. So yeah, enjoy. Right, van reno part 1. We have some non-slip mat, so you can kind of tell how far it's going to cover. I wasn't too worried about this side because a big section of that is going to be covered with the racking that I've got, but we're going to roll this out and I'm going to staple gun it basically to this wooden panelling, and then because this is non-slip I can put cake boxes on here, and it means that I don't have to have any gridding because that limits what I can then put in here. If I have big like sections to put cakes in, like grids of wood, then it means if I want to put anything else in there it might not fit in those specific sections, whereas if it's just non-slip I can put big boxes in here for markets. I can put other like non-cake related stuff. Say I wanted to do a dump run or something, like I can just put a mat down, whereas if I put too much in here it just makes it hard for me to actually use it for other things. So yeah, we are going to staple gun this now and I'll show you when it's done. Right, so obviously I've been standing on it, but I can just wipe that off. But this is what it looks like. So I put them all around the edges like so. And then I put like token ones in the middle in a line, and then down this way as well. Which is basically because you can do it around the edge, but then you don't want it to ruffle up in the middle. And then these are the staple guns that we have. This one's run out of batteries, but this is an electric one which my parents use, and then they've got a staple remover which was actually very handy because we had a couple that got stuck. And then this is the actual one that I used, which is a manual staple gun, and it didn't actually hurt very much. My parents said that if you do a lot then it does hurt your hand, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, as you can see it's all along there, and then in this gap it's going to have the racking, so that will cover a big chunk of it, but the flooring was only sold in certain measurements and it would have been bigger and I would have had to cut it down, and it was also a lot more expensive, so I thought I only really needed it to cover this section anyway, because I would max have like 4 cake boxes in here at once, so that section perfectly covers it. So just to show you what's in each section, so down here we just have an umbrella. This is like a health and safety kit, so it's got like emergency stuff in it, an extinguisher, a high-vis jacket, like all kinds of stuff like that. Then this is a little funnel so that you can do like your oil and screen wash and stuff. These I need to put on the van, so I'm just keeping them in here, but I can't put them on yet until I get the Signwriting, because that's how I'll know where to put them. But it just says no valuables are left in here overnight, and there's a couple of sizes, so they're just staying in there. These are just little things to wash the van. Again, I'm leaving them in here just because the ones in the garage are my dad's, so I don't want them to get confused. Then in this pocket we just have a tyre pump, and this is a puncture fix. So it's got the same tyre pump, but then you just add this and it adds foam in to fill the puncture. So again, that just stays in there. These ones are just empty. Then up here we have the emergency triangle. That's from the safety kit, so I just keep it in here because it's long. And then that's just a air freshener so that the back of the van stays like fresh. But yeah, and then in here, once I get it, I'm gonna get some like screen wash and like de-icer and stuff, so that if I ever need it when I'm traveling somewhere, then I can. Like de-icer obviously would be handy to have in here. So yeah, that's probably what will fill those gaps. And then down here I need to put my bags for like when I go shopping. I'm going to shove some of them in the bottom there. So yeah, that's all nice and tidy. So this is what the flooring looks like all done. So as you can see, that's why I didn't get it all the way up until the end, because I knew that the cabinet would butt up against it. And then this is the only section that I'll be putting cakes on. And then this is the inside, all finished. I've got the little arm covers as well as the steering wheel. And then we've just got these little aerosols, which I got from Shein, and I've got some more in here. Then I've got these, they're like extendable, so then I can clean the dash. We've got some more of the scents. This is just to wipe the windscreen, although it does have like really good blowers, so it like clears really quickly. Then just some more air fresheners. It's actually got like 3 glove boxes, so we got one down here, we got this little shelf, we got that one, we got this one, and then we got another one over there which I don't think it has anything in it. So yeah, until recently I actually couldn't figure out how to get this chair back up. I was using this, which I'm not sure what that does, but actually it's this one over here. So literally for the past month or so I could not get that seat up. This is the colour that I used for staining the unit that I've put in the van. So it's called Arabian Nights. It's kind of like a greyish colour. I am going to do another coat to make it a little bit more solid, but I just wanted to get it in the van basically because I could do a thin coat whilst it's in there. I just wanted to get the bulk of it painted before I put it in there so that I wasn't having to risk getting loads of stain on the floor and stuff. But yeah, so wicks, shed and fence stain. You can use paint. I thought the paint I'd have to be a bit neater with, whereas stain you can just kind of slap it on and then it darkens overnight anyway. So I actually only did one coat. See us. Right guys, so the van has finally been sign written, so I thought I'd actually just add it into this video. So we have Sweet Things by Amy with chocolate dripping. I did draw that. Same with the sprinkles going around the front, and then if we go to the back, so that's the wording. And then on the back we have my logo, my Instagram and my website. We don't have any sprinkles on the back because I thought it'd be a bit too much. And then on the other side we have the same. So yeah, absolutely love it. And that was £168, so if anyone's in Aylesbury, that was the best price that I found, and they did an amazing job and they were also super nice. I did get quoted upwards of £1,000 for a very similar design, which I thought was extortionate, considering it would have been, say, half a day's work. So yeah, very, very good price, very, very good service. It was Signwriting graphics in Aylesbury. I'll put them in my description down below in case anyone wants a spelling, but yeah, looks absolutely insane. Just really finishes it off, and then it goes nicely next to the cake shed. So yeah, the van is now done. This is all the work so far on the van. I really wanted to get this posted because it has been literal months since I started filming it, but we just had so many ups and downs. I obviously had the first van, which I ended up selling. Then I got this van, then I had an AdBlue issue, had to get that fixed. That cost a lot of money. Then now that it's fixed, I've been able to actually spend money on like the racking and getting the lining of it. I did try and buy some mats, but literally none of them fit. I bought 2 different ones. I still have one of them. I could only return one of the 2 that I got, and they just don't fit. They just slide around everywhere. It's really annoying. And then the other ones didn't clip in correctly. So I'm still on the hunt for some mats because I would quite like some still. So I think that's my next thing. And hopefully in the next week I might be getting the decals done. So I'm currently designing the images, and then hopefully, yeah, they've come back to me and said they can book me in for next week, so that's my aim. Again, that's going to be maybe like £300, so I hadn't been able to do it because I had to get the van fixed. But yeah, now that that's done, we can get the Signwriting done, and I think that will really like finalise it. Once that's done, I'll be like, okay, it looks all put together now, whereas before I couldn't get excited because I was like, oh, I don't want to do any work on it whilst I'm getting it fixed. But yeah, now we can finish it off, and then I'll look all official and yeah, not look just like a white van turning up to weddings and that, which I prefer it to be Signwriting. But yeah, I will link all the things that I use down below, and if you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, all the items that I bought will be down below, and then hopefully if you want to get any of the same, you can. But yeah, that is all of the modifications I've made so far. So I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.